Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Decode. In this video guys, we are gonna learn something new, something different. In this video guys, we are gonna learn something new, something different in HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay. So guys, in this video, we are gonna build an application known as random user generator by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and some external API. Okay. So guys, to show you guys, I have already built an example using HTML, CSS and JavaScript by using some external API. Okay. So guys, let me show you example guys what I mean and what we are gonna learn in this video. Okay. So this is the example guys. I have already built using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and external API. Okay. And the application name is guys random user generator. Here you will see some buttons also like fetch new user, name, email, country, phone, location and credential. Okay. So guys, whenever you will click on the button fetch new user, at each and every time you will be able to see different user, you will be able to see a new user fetching from the external API. Okay. So let me click on the button fetch new user. See, each and every time guys, we will be able to see a different user, a new user. Okay. See, I am clicking on the button right now. So I am getting a different user, new user from the external API. Okay. And now let me click on the buttons name. So my name is this, address, email address is this. Let me click on the country. So my country, state and city is this. Let me click on the phone. So my phone number is this. Let me click on the location. So my address is this. Let me click on the credential. So my login credential is this. This is the password and this is the username guys. Okay. Let me again click on the button fetch new user. See, every time guys I am clicking on the button, I am getting a different user, I am getting a new user from the external API. See, let me click on the name. So my name is this. Let me click on the email. So my email address is this. Let me click on the country. My country, state, city is Spain. This is the state and this is the city. Okay. Let me click on the phone. So my phone number is this. Let me click on the location. So my address is this. Let me click on the credential. So my login credential is this is the password and this is the username guys. Okay. Let me again click on the button fetch new user. See, we are getting guys different user whenever I am clicking on the button fetch new user. Okay. Let me click on the name. So my name is this. Let me click on the email address. So my email address is this. Let me click on the country, phone, location and credential. See guys, each and every time I am clicking on the button, see, we are getting user details from the external API. Okay. Phone is this, location is this and credential is this. This is the username, password and this is the username guys. Okay. Let me click again on the button fetch new user. See, I am getting a different user. Let me click on the name. So my name is this. Let me click on the email. So my email address is this. Let me click on the country. So my country is this. Let me click on the phone. So my phone is this. Let me click on the location. My address is this. Let me click on the credential. So my credential is this. This is the password and this is the username guys. Okay. So guys, in this video, we are gonna learn how to build this application known as random user generator application by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and some external API guys. Okay. And guys, let me show you guys API, which API I am gonna use in this application in this video. And guys, this is the API guys. Okay. Random API. Okay. This is the API guys. This is the external API I am gonna use. Okay. Here in this video, in this tutorial. Okay. As you can see here, random user generator. Okay. So whenever I will hover over this icon guys, you will see my name is this, my email address is this, my birthday is this, my address is this, my phone number is this and my password is this. Okay. Let me click on the new. See, here also guys, we are getting a different user whenever I am clicking on the button new. See guys, we are getting here also a different user whenever I am clicking on the button new. See, so my name is this, my email address is this, my birthday is this, my address is this, my phone number is this, and my password is this. Okay guys, so and guys, let me show you the response from the API. So guys, this is the response. Okay, this is the array. The result is an array. Okay, and inside this array guys, we have got so much of response like name, gender, title, first name, last name, location, street, number, name, city. Okay, hello. So guys, let's get started and let's learn how to build this kind of application using HTML, CSS and JavaScript and this external API. Okay, as you can see guys, here also whenever I am hovering over the icons, you are able to see user details. Okay, like address, phone number, password, email address and name. Here also in my application, in my example, we are able to get new user. Whenever I am clicking on the button fetch new user, see, every time I am clicking on the button, I am getting a new user from the API. Okay, and whenever I am clicking on the button name, I am getting the name, email, I am getting the email address also, country, I am getting the country, state and city also. Clicking on the phone, I am getting also the phone here also. Click on the location, I am getting here also address, and click on the credentials, I am getting also here login credentials as this is the password and this is the username. Okay, so guys, let's get started and let's build this kind of application using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and this external API. Okay, and I have guys already showed you the response from the API. So this is the result and this is an array guys, and inside an array we have got so many of objects. Okay, so this is the array guys of objects only. Okay, and like gender, name, first name, last name and title, location, street, number and name, city, state, country, passcode, coordinates, latitude, longitude, time zones, email. Okay, and this is the password, this is the username. Okay, this is the date of birth, registered, phone number, sale, picture, large, medium and thumbnail. Okay guys, so by using guys this response from this API, okay, by using guys this response, this results from the this API, we are gonna build this kind of application, random user generator. Okay, so let me click on the button again. See, we are getting guys new user from the external API. Click on the name, click on the email, click on the country, click on the phone, click on the location, click on the credential. Okay, every time guys we are getting user details whenever I am clicking on the buttons, phone, location, country, email, name and credentials. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn how to build this kind of random user generator. Okay, by using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and some external API. Okay, but before starting of the video guys, I would like to request you all guys, please guys subscribe to this channel Decode, and please guys press the bell icon also, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist, and you can watch them instantly and you can learn from them also. And if you feel guys you have learned something from this video, if you feel you like this video guys, please give it a thumbs up, and please guys like all my videos, so that it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing. Okay, so now guys, as you all know guys, I have also started tutorials on ServiceNow also. So if you want to become ServiceNow developer guys in future also, this is the good channel to subscribe guys, Decode. So now guys, let's get started and let's learn how to build this kind of application, okay, using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and this random user generator API. Okay, so now let me go to the code editor. Let me create a new page, random users.html. Save the page. Code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, as you all know guys by now, my name is Prabhat Pandit, and currently I am working as a ServiceNow developer at Happiest Minds, Bangalore. Okay, I have got more than 4 years of experience into full stack development. Okay, so now guys, let's get started and let's learn. So now first of all guys, let me copy some CDN link from the previous example. So let me just paste it here guys. So guys, as you can see, this is the local path for bootstrap file. This is the bootstrap min.css. Okay, and this is the CDN link for font awesome guys. Okay, as you can see here, font awesome .min.css. okay, and this is the CSS file for guys. Okay, so now let me just copy guys something from the here only. Okay, so let me just copy something from here so that we can save our time also. Okay, so let me create a div first, div container. Inside this div I'm gonna create h1 tag. Close this h1 now, and give class as the text center and text info also. Let me copy this text random user generator from here and paste inside this. So now save your code, copy the file path and go to the browser and open it in the browser. Okay, so now let me give some margin top and margin bottom 2 only. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now guys, let me copy something from here just to save our time guys. Okay, and nothing else. So just go here and paste below this. I will explain you guys what is this. This is nothing guys. You will be like this is only card. Okay, this is only card. I have let me just refresh the page. Let me just paste this CSS also. Just to save guys our time, I am doing this. Okay, so the video will be very short. Okay, so that you guys can watch it. Okay guys, so now this is our card. Okay, so now we have to just put some functionality into this. So now as of now I'm not able to click on anything. See, I'm clicking on the button fetch new user and not getting anything. Okay guys, so as you can see guys, this is the dummy, this is the card only, and now we are gonna build this card dynamic. Okay, now we are gonna build this card dynamic. Okay, so this is only guys CSS only, and see, this is only CSS, nothing else guys, only CSS here. Okay, and this is the card. Okay, this is the wrapper, and this is the image, this is name, this is social icon guys. Okay, as you can see here, Fafa user, Fafa envelope, Fafa home, Fafa phone. Okay, and this is the for map marker, and this is for Fafa eye. Okay, as you can see here, user, email, country, phone, location and credentials. Okay, so this is the card only guys, nothing else. There is nothing rocket science here, only CSS and HTML only. Okay, I hope guys you know what is HTML, what is CSS. There is nothing fancy guys here. Just to save our time guys, I have done this. Okay, so as you can see, this is nothing. Okay, now we will create this function. Okay, so now we are gonna create this function. So now I am gonna create script here. Okay, so now I'm gonna create a script here. So okay, so now let me just put here, first of all put another div, give it a class as a post. Okay, give id also as a post only. So close this div now. Okay, and now guys, in this div post we are gonna generate each and everything dynamically by using JavaScript. Okay, and that's why guys I copied this card from the previous example just to save our time, because we will need this card in our JavaScript. Okay, we will need this card in our JavaScript. Okay, so now I'm gonna create a JavaScript. So var give as output, okay, equal to document dot query selector. Okay, and now I am going to select this div. Okay guys, this div with the ID post. Okay, so just paste it here, and now I'm gonna create a function. I'm gonna use here guys async and await. Okay, I hope guys you know what is async and await. We use guys async and await for asynchronous JavaScript function, for asynchronous JavaScript functionality. Okay, so whenever guys we will be using async and await, the code will stop executing once we will get response from the server, once we will get response from the external API. Okay, then only our code, our like line of code will start executing. Okay, until and unless guys unless we are not getting response from the server, our code will wait, and then whenever we will get response from the server, then only our code will execute. That's why we are gonna use async and await. Okay, so now I'm gonna use async. I'm gonna create a function, and the function name is get new user. Okay, so now open this function. So now create a const, create a variable const, give as a response. Okay, and I'm gonna use await fetch, and I'm gonna copy this URL from this from the previous example. Okay, so this is the guys URL. Okay, random user dot me under slash API. Okay, so we are gonna use this API guys here. Okay, so I already showed you guys, this is the API. See, this is the API guys. Okay, random user dot me slash API. Okay, here also we are gonna use this same API in our application also. Okay, so now create another const, another variable, and give as a response data equal to await and response dot JSON. Okay, as you all know guys, this API is gonna send the response from the server in the form of API. Okay, so now we are getting this response in the form of API JSON, and now we are storing this JSON file, this JSON response, in this variable known as response data. Okay, so now I'm gonna create another variable, give const, and give data equal to this response. Okay, so now this data contain this response guys. Okay, so let me show you guys, let me console this data. So console.log, and I'm gonna put here data. So now save your code, go to the browser, and first of all let me just open the developer tool. So go to the console. Okay, as of now we are getting guys this error. Okay, this error only. So just as of now just ignore this. Okay, we will be creating this function later in this tutorial. Okay, so just focus on this data now. Okay, so now refresh the page. See, we are waiting for the response from the server. Okay guys, here now our code is waiting from the response from the server, then only it will start executing. Okay, that's why I have used async and await. Okay guys, still our code is waiting for the response from the server. See, still our code is waiting for the response from the server guys. Okay, that's why we are not able to see anything here guys. Okay, once we will get the response from the server, then only we will see some error, then only we will see some messages in the console. Okay guys, see, as of now still our code is waiting for the response from the server guys. Okay, that's why I have used async and await, then only our code will start executing, unless and until we are getting from the response from the server guys. Okay, So still we are getting for the response here guys. Okay, still I am awaiting for the response. See, that's why we are not able to see any error as of now, unless and until we will get response from the server. Okay, I don't know why it is taking so much of time guys, but I am still waiting for the response from the server. Okay, let me go to network. Let me just refresh the page. Okay, random user.html, just save. Okay guys, sorry guys, I forget to call this function. So we have to call this function here also. Okay, because we have just defined our function, but we are not calling it. Okay, so now here I am calling my function get new user. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page now. Okay, see, we got our response guys. We got our response here. See, this is the result guys, as I already showed you here. This is the results, and we will get the response in the form of JSON guys. Okay, in the form of JSON. This is the format guys. We are gonna get response from the API. Okay, so this is the result guys, as you can see here. Cell, DOB, email, gender, ID, location, okay, city, coordinates, latitude, longitude, country, Netherlands, postcode is this, distance, state is this, street is this, time zone is this. Okay, login is this is the password, and this is the username guys. Okay, this is the name. Okay, this is the name, first name is this, last name is this, and title is this. Okay, and picture is this, and this is the phone number guys. Picture is this, large, medium, and thumbnail. Okay, as I already showed you guys here also, picture is this, large, thumbnail, and medium. This is the phone, this is the date of birth. Okay guys, so now we are getting each and everything guys from the server in the form of JSON data. Okay, so now guys, we will put this data in our this card. Okay, and we will make this card dynamic. Okay, so as of now this card is static, nothing is happening guys. This is just CSS and HTML. Okay, so now we will make this card as a functional as well as dynamic also. Okay, so whenever you will click on the button, you will get some new user. Whenever you will click on the phone, email, country, location, and credential, you will get each and everything about the details. Okay, so now let me go to the code again, and now I'm gonna, so now guys, I'm gonna put each and everything. So I'm gonna create another const and give all details equal to this data dot results. Okay, this data dot results. Okay, so I'm talking about guys this result. Okay, I'm talking about this result guys. Okay, this result here. Let me go to here, let me open the developer tool. So see guys, we are getting here guys this results. Okay, and this is an array of object. Okay guys, I am getting here this result, and this result is the array of object. Okay, as of now we have got only 0 element in our array, and we have got lots of objects in our array. Okay, so I am talking about guys this results here. Okay, so I am gonna do all details, and now I am gonna store this data dot all results. Okay, so now we will be, instead of guys using this, we will be using this all details guys. Okay, so instead of using guys this data dot result, we will be using a single variable known as all details guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna create another variable, let HTML equal to, as of now just assign it empty string. So now I'm gonna do this all details. Okay, this all details dot for each, and I'm gonna run a function. Okay, as you all know guys, for each function take one parameter as a callback function, and this callback function take one mandatory parameter, which is like item. You can give anything guys, but this for each function take one function as a callback function, and this callback function take one necessary argument. Okay, so now I am gonna give this argument as a item only. So open and close this. Okay, so now close this. Now I am gonna do, okay, so guys, let me just copy this HTML from here, this, and I'm gonna append. So I'm gonna append plus equal to, give backtick, okay, and close this. And now guys, I am gonna copy this card from here guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy this card from here guys. Okay, that's why I pasted this card from the example, just to save our time. Okay, so now cut this out and paste it here inside our JavaScript, because we have to make this card dynamic. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, as of now we are getting some error here also, so let me just check the error. What is the error? Okay, yeah, this is the error guys. Now refresh the page. Yeah, now we are not getting any error. So now what we will do guys, we will just append this div, this response into this div, okay, into this post, and I have taken this post as a in a variable known as output. So now I'm gonna do guys output dot inner HTML. So output dot inner HTML equal to HTML. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, we got our response here also, we got our card. As of now nothing is happening because we have to define the function. Okay, just to save guys our time, I am doing this. Okay, I hope guys you are aware of this, what I am doing here, because I have already explained you in my previous videos guys. If you have not like understanding of this kind of things guys, about how to fetch external API, what is async, what is await, okay, and how to run this for each loop on any array. Okay, like I would recommend you guys just to go my tutorial channel and watch my previous videos, then only you will be able to understand what I am doing here. Okay, so just to save our time guys, I am doing this. I am here, I am just looping through this all details by using the function for each, and this for each function takes a function as a callback function, and this callback function take one necessary parameter. As of now I have given the parameter as a item. Okay, so now I have taken this item dot large picture. Okay, so now we will make this as a what can I say guys, dynamic. Okay, so now item dot picture dot large. So I am talking about guys this picture. Okay, this is the picture guys, and inside this picture I am talking about this large. Okay, so that's why I have given item. So now let me just remove this static images from here, and let me just uncomment this. So now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, now boom guys, they're getting our new user, okay, from the external API. So now item.picture.large. So this is the guys I have given you item.picture.large. So that's why I am able to give I am able to get this image guys. Okay, so now here also I'm gonna get item.name.title, item.name.first, item.name.last. That's why I'm able to get the name here. So let me just remove the static let me just remove the static, guys. First of all, let me just give let me just give here also, copy this from here and paste it here. Okay, inside this my name is this, so paste it here, remove this, remove this. So now give the gender also, so now do dollar and give item dot gender. Okay, so let me go here and I am guys doing this item dot gender. Okay, so as of now the picture is of girl, so she will be a female. Okay, so that's why I am doing here item dot gender, and I am gonna do here my name is item dot name dot title, item dot name dot first, item dot name dot last. Okay, so I am gonna go here and you can see guys, this is the name, title, first name and last name. Here item dot name dot title, this is the title, item dot name dot first, this is the item dot name dot first, and this is the item dot name dot last, this is the item dot name dot last. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, now we are getting guys, as of now this is the picture of a male, a boy, so the gender is male and his name is Mr. Kuze Atton. Okay, whatever his name is guys, I am not able to pronounce it, so my name is this. Okay, as of now this is the picture of a boy, so the gender is male and his name is this. So now let me just okay, so fetch new user, so and get new user. Okay, so now I have also defined this user get new user as in a function, so now we will be able to get this user. So now let me just refresh the page, click on the fetch new user. See guys, we are getting new user each and every time whenever I am clicking on the button. Okay, because on click guys, on click of this button, I am calling this function get new user, which we have already defined here, get new user. Okay, so that's why we are able to get new user each and every time whenever I am clicking on the button fetch new user, because we have defined on click whenever this button is being clicked, we are getting a new user, because we have defined our function here as a get new user. So now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Now click on the button fetch new user. See guys. Okay, for your understanding guys, let me just remove this from here and give void, so we don't want to go anywhere. And now on click I am gonna call this function. Okay, which function guys? Get new user function, which we have already defined here. Okay, so now go to the browser and refresh your page. Now click on the button. See guys, we are getting guys, boom guys, we are getting each and every time a new user, a different user whenever I am clicking on the button. See, so now guys, as of now this function is not working, so we have to make these functions these buttons also as a functional. So whenever you user will click on the button, they will be able to see all the details about the current user. Okay, all the details about the current user guys. So phone is not working, this is as of now this is not working, so now we are gonna define some functions now guys. Okay, and the function name is get new user name. So now I'm gonna copy this function name from here and I'm gonna paste it here. So now guys, I'm gonna define some function. So just go here and create a function, guys. Create a function, create a var as a name equal to document dot query selector, document dot query selector. Give I'm gonna select this element with its id, and the id name is name. Okay, and the id is name. So let me just show you guys the id here also. As you can see, guys, this is the id, guys. Okay, as you can see here, this is the id. Okay, and its value is name. Okay, so now as you can see, guys, I am calling this function get username, and I have also passed 3 parameter here also, the user name, the title, and the first name and the last name. Okay, so now we are gonna grab this parameter, we are gonna grab this argument inside our function also. Okay, so as of now, give name dot inner HTML equal to empty string. So now I'm gonna create a function equal to this. Okay, and now we are gonna get this argument in title, in first name and last name. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, guys, I have already, inside this get username, guys, I am passing 3 parameters like title, first name and last name. Okay, so guys, let me just go to the browser and let me just inspect this. Let me just go to the developer tool. Let me just go here on the name. See, guys, here we are getting, guys, on click we are calling this function get user, and we are like getting 3 parameters here, title, first name and last name. Okay, guys, as you can see here, guys, in the console panel, in the developer tool, I am calling this function get user on click, and here I am getting title, first name and last name. Okay, so this is the parameter, guys. This is the like I am getting here inside our, okay, inside our this parameter. Okay, title, first name and last name. Okay, so now I'm gonna do var equal to let me just copy it from here only to save our time. So now I'm gonna do name dot inner HTML equal to hi my name is, okay, so just to give some space, guys, let me just append it using plus operator, and let me just give some br tag here also for line break. So first of all, let me just put comma, colon. So now give br plus. So now I'm gonna create h1 element here also, put invert, and here also, and close this. Okay, so now I'm gonna create h1 element here, close this h1 now. Okay, and inside this I'm gonna create a class, give class as a header 2. Okay, and now I'm gonna copy this title from here, from the parameter, from the function parameter, and I'm gonna paste it here. Give plus operator for concatenation. Okay, paste. So now give a space and give also plus here also, and now I'm gonna put this operator this first name plus this last name. Okay, this last name and plus also, and I'm gonna give some space here also guys. So just to give some space, I'm gonna do this. Okay, so now everything is ready guys. So yeah, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So now let me just do this. Okay, so now refresh your page. Let me just enlarge this so that we can see whatever is there in the function. Okay, so now refresh the page. So now click on the name guys, click on the name button. See, my name is this. Okay, Miss Paloma, I don't know guys how to pronounce this. So now let me click on the button fetch new user. See, I'm getting guys new user every time I'm clicking on the button fetch new user. Let me click on the name. So my name is this. Let me click on the button again. Let me click on the name. So my name is this. So guys, each and every time guys, we are getting different user, new user whenever I am clicking on the button fetch new user. Let me click on the name also. So now hi, my name is this. As of now, email is not working. This is country is not working, phone is not working, location is not working, and credential is not working. So now we have to create another functions also. So now I am gonna create another function, get email. So now I'm gonna copy this function from here and I'm gonna create another function here, create another function and give the function name, and we have to give argument also. Okay, so we have to give argument also guys, and let me show you guys what we are getting here inside this function. Okay, so now let me just inspect this email. Okay, as you can see guys, I have already on click I am calling this function get user email, and here we are getting the email guys as a parameter. Okay, as a parameter guys, I am getting her email address, and email address is like this. Okay guys, so now we are gonna get this email. Okay, inside the argument we are gonna do email, and let me just guys copy each and everything from here just to save our time. So paste it here, and okay, so now we are gonna do my email address is, let me just change the text, my email address, my email address is this, and now we will just copy this email address from here from the parameter and will paste it here. Okay, and rest all we will remove because we are just getting email here. Okay, we are just showing the email of the user. So now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, fetch the new user, click on the name button. I am getting my name is this, click on the email. See guys, boom guys, we are getting our email address also. So this is the email address guys. Okay, so let me just copy this, go to the console, and let me just open this result. Let me show you the email address of this user. See guys, this is the email address guys of this user. Okay, this is the email address here also, and we are also here getting the same email address whenever I am clicking on the button. See, my name is this, let me click on the button email, and we are also getting the email also guys here also. Okay, so now we are gonna create another function. Now we will create another function country. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy this function from here, get user country. So now let me just create a function, paste the name here, and we are gonna take this argument also. Okay, so just go to the element, open this country, and now guys we are able to get the country Norway, and this is the description, and this is the Tana Brew. Let me just open this console, go to the location. Yeah, as you can see guys, this is the country Norway, and state is description, and the city is Tana Brew. This is what also guys we are getting here also. Okay, as you can see here, country is Norway, state is descriptions, and city is Tana Brew. Go to the element, here also we are getting Norway, descriptions, and Tana Brew. Okay, so now we are gonna get this. So now guys, we are gonna get this country, and give city, and give state. Okay, give a state also. So now, as you can see guys, I am calling here this function get user country, and now I am passing this parameter guys. Okay, here item.location.country, item.location.state, and item.location.city. Okay guys, so I am looping through guys by using this item on this array all details. Okay, and this array all details is data.results. Okay, so now I am passing this information as a parameter guys. Okay, inside this function get user country, and now I am passing this item.location.country, item.location.state, item.location.city as a parameter. That's why guys we are able to get it here, Norway, description, and Tana Brew. Okay, so now I have already taken this parameter inside our country, city, and state. Okay, so now I am gonna define this function here. Guys. So let me just copy this from here just to save our time. Later on we will replace the variable name guys. Okay, so not this, copy this, because it has got 3 parameters, and here also we have got 3 parameters. So now we will do my country, state, and city is my country, and my country, state, and city is, okay, and city is, we will do guys, here we will paste country, here we will paste city here, and state we will paste it here. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and refresh your page. Okay, so now click on the name, it is also working fine. Click on the email, it is also working fine. Now click on the country, see guys, boom guys, this is also working fine. Hi, my country, state, and city is this, and this. Okay, so now we have to give some comma also, we have to put some comma guys. So we will put comma here and here also. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and refresh your page. Yeah, now click on the button fetch new user. We are getting new user guys. Whenever I am clicking on the button fetch new user, let me click on the name. So my name is this. Let me click on the email, my email address is this. Now let me click on the country. Yeah, my country is this, my state is this, and my city is this. Okay, so now let me just create another function for this phone. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy this function from here, get user phone, and here guys, inside this function guys, I am passing parameter item as a item.phone. So we will get the phone here guys. Okay, so we will get the phone here also. Let me just open this, guys. So let me just go here and open this, and go to the phone. Okay, so guys, as you can see guys, this is the phone number 0210201 and dash 5679133. Okay, so now go to the element also, just inspect this phone, because see guys, here guys also we are getting in the user get user phone as a argument, as a parameter also getting, we are getting also 0 to 01 dash 5679133 guys. Okay, that's why guys I am passing this variable, this value as a parameter, and here I am getting as a argument here also. Okay, so now we are getting here user phone number also. So now I am gonna copy this function name from here, get user phone, and I'm gonna define it here, function, paste this name and open and close this function. So now we are gonna grab this function. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this phone here also, so give phone, and now copy this from here just to save our time, and later on we will change the variable name only. Okay, rest everything will be same guys. Okay, so just do this. My phone number is, just change this text, my phone number is, just copy this phone from here and paste it here. Okay, inside instead of email we have to paste phone here. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Let me click on the phone. See guys, boom guys, my phone number is this. Let me click on the country, my country, state and city is this. Let me click on the email, my email address is this. Let me click on the name, my name is this. Okay, boom guys, we are getting each and everything. email. Okay, email. So now guys we will define this function like location. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy this function from here, get user location. Okay, so now I'm gonna create another function, give this, and let me go to the inspect guys, just inspect this location, and here guys see we're getting the location here, and this is the guys road name, street like a number, and this is the road name guys. Okay, so just go to the console, open this result. Okay, go to the location, see go to the console, yeah, Rani, yeah, Rani no Hajiro. Okay, so just go to the console, so street, yeah, this is the number guys, and this is the name. Okay, this is the street number and this is the street name guys. Okay, and this is what we are getting here, this is the street number and this is the street name. Okay, so we are getting two parameters here in this function, get user location, road number and road name. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this number and road. Okay, so give number and road. Okay guys, always remember you are free to do like you are free to guys write here anything for like understanding guys. I'm gonna give this number and road, you can put guys any argument name here also, no need to worry. You just have to get this user location parameter in your function. Okay, so get user location, and I'm gonna grab this. So now let me just copy this from here, later on we will change this variable name. Okay, so now instead of country we are gonna paste it here, road, we are gonna paste it here, number and road. Okay, and road here. So now rest we will remove, so remove this up till here. remove this also. And my ad, I'm gonna just change this add text. My address is my address is this. Okay, so my address is this. Yeah, just refresh the page now. Click on the location. See guys, my address is, this is the road name and this is the street name guys. Okay, this is the road name and this is the street name. Click on the name, we are getting name also. Click on the email, we are getting email also. Click on the country, we are getting country, state and city. This is the country and this is the state and this is the city. Okay, I don't know Urdu guys, so let me click on the phone. So my phone number is this. Let me click on the location. So my location is this. Let me click on the fetch new user button. Yeah, see guys, see my name is my address is this. Click on the phone, my phone is this. Click on the country, click on the country, my country is this. Country, state and city is this, Finland, this, and this is the city. Click on the email, my email address is this, nicholas.pelto@example.com. Click on the name, my name is this. So now guys, I'm gonna define this last function, credential. Okay, so I'm gonna define this last function guys, get user credential. Okay, and here I'm passing password and username as a parameter guys. Okay, here guys I am passing password and username as a parameter. So now I am gonna define this function equal to this, and now I'm gonna grab this password here and username here also. Okay, and now let me just copy this and paste it here. Later we will change the variable name. Okay, so now my login credential is, change this to my login credential is this. So now instead of number, replace this with password, and this road replace with the username guys. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, see now click on the credential guys. Boom guys, we are getting our credential. My login credential is, this is the password and this is the username guys. Okay, this is the password and this is the username guys. Click on the location, so my address is this. Click on the phone, my phone is this. Click on the country, my country is this, state is this, and city is this. Click on the email, my email address is this. Click on the name, my name is this. Boom guys, so now click on the button fetch new user. See guys, each and every time whenever I am clicking on the button, I am getting a new user. Click on the name, click on the email, click on the country, click on the phone, click on the location, click on the credential. See guys, we are getting each and everything guys of different user whenever I am clicking on the name, email, country, phone, location and credential button. Okay, so let me click on the fetch new user again. See, this is the new user guys, and his name is this, email is this, country is this, phone is this, location is this, and credential is this. This is the password and this is the username guys. Okay, so I hope guys you have understood how to build this kind of function application using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and external API guys. Okay, let me just refresh the page. See, click on the button fetch new user. See guys, every time I am clicking on the button fetch new user, I am getting different user. I am getting a new user from the API, from the external API. Okay, let me click on the name, let me click on the email, let me click on the country, let me click on the phone, let me click on the location, let me click on the credentials. See guys, we are getting each and everything of each and every user. Okay, location, phone, country, email and name. See guys, okay, so I hope guys you have learned something from this video. Okay, If you still have guys any doubt, any confusion in your mind, understanding this code, understanding this tutorial, understanding my language guys, please guys, if you have any suggestions, any query, please guys, feel free to ask me, feel free to suggest me anything guys, about I am speaking too fast, whether my voice is not audible, whether my voice is not clear, not understandable. Give me guys suggestion guys, all your suggestions, all your feedback is welcomed, whether it is negative or positive. All your feedback is welcome, all your suggestions is welcome, most welcome guys. Okay, so I hope guys you have learned something in HTML, CSS and JavaScript and external API guys. Okay, if you guys still have any doubt in your mind, just feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will clear all your doubts, all your queries guys. Okay, so I hope guys you have understood how to send parameter, and how to get arguments in your function, in your JavaScript function. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. I hope guys you have understood, you have learned from something from this video guys. If you feel you have learned something from this video guys, please guys give it a thumbs up, and please guys like all my videos, so that it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to make awesome videos like this guys, so that you can watch it and you can learn from it also guys. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video, and please guys, thank you guys who has already subscribed to my YouTube channel Decode, and thank you to also those guys who has not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel Decode guys. Please guys, trust me guys, I am making a lot of hard work, lot of efforts to make videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing guys. Okay, as you all know guys, I have also started tutorials on ServiceNow also. So if you want to become ServiceNow developer guys, this is the good channel also to subscribe, to have in your subscription list. So see you guys in the next video. Till then guys, take care, bye bye guys.